Welcome back, guys. You are here with me, Golden from Silence is Gold and Silence is Gold Hobbies. Whoops, I did that, guys. And I'm not redoing it. You want to know why? Because this is my third take on this. The first one was very long, and I was babbling about a different keyboard. This one over here. And it's off to the side because I actually need a keyboard to do my stuff here. But yeah, and I was babbling. I know, it's a shock. I dabble. But yeah. And then I accidentally, because I have all this stuff here, which wasn't here originally, and I actually bumped it and I turned off the recording. And I was very witty and charming. I don't know why I'm always so charming and witty when it's not recording, but hey, there you have it. And then I go to record a second time and I'm very witty, very charming. That was my first clue. That was my first clue. Hey, the sound wasn't on, so this is my third recording. And so back to what we were doing, which is the KSI Willow Pro. I just got done doing this for a week, test driving it out at work. I'm very lucky that where I work, I'm kind of isolated from my coworkers, which is depressing and sad for me on a daily basis because no one speaks to me. But the good news is that I get to test drive all these different um, keyboards. And this one's really kind of annoying. So I'm glad nobody was around me. The only people I had annoyed was me and whoever I happened to be on the phone with. The one thing I did notice about it is I kept hitting this, which is the decimal slash period button instead of the zero. And I keep forgetting to go over here for the dash. So, because I do a lot of 10 key at my job, I type in phone numbers, I type in amounts of money and stuff like this. And you want to use this for the phone numbers and this for the money. And my fingers just refuse to do that. The one thing I thought would bother me that didn't was this. I thought I would rest my hand on here more, and I didn't. I didn't rest it on there at all. Oh, that's a lie. A couple of times. It's loud. It's clacky. It's truly an annoying keyboard. It sounds terrible. For as much as it is not worth the money, guys. Um, if you want to use it straight out of the box. Now, we're going to attempt to mod it a little bit. I went ahead and I got different um, switches. As you can see, it has reds in it, which are fine. I got, what is this? The low profile J tactile keyboard switches, like green, 3-pin, because it takes 3 pins. Always make sure you have the right amount of pins, guys. And they're not, I don't know if you can hear them. They're not bad. They're still clacky, but that little tactile bump, that one of the things I thought would go good with this keyboard, and I am a gamer, so I don't really like tactile. I like more of a linear switch. I like to know that it's done. Um, so yeah, I went ahead and I got the tactiles because I really think they're going to do good on this keyboard. However, I swear to God, guys, this stream is jinx. I almost tipped over my coffee. This is like a crazy, crazy stream. Um, so what I was in the process of doing was taking this all apart, and I'm going to flip it after all the keys are off and the switches are off. I'm going to flip it over and see if it has any kind of foam or anything in it, because I went back and I looked and it doesn't say that it has any. I have, here, let's pull it up again. You can't see it because I can't switch from thing to thing. I mean, I can, but I'll I don't trust myself today. I don't see any kind of foam being added or anything in here saying that it's here. Um Yeah, okay. It says it has switches are low profile linear silent reds. And I have to admit, they're not as loud when you don't have the keycaps on. When you have the keycaps on, I don't know if you can hear it, but that is loud. And there's key, a lot of key rattle. That's not silent. That's outrageously loud, and it's not even a pleasant sounding loud. I don't mind a loud keyboard if it has a nice sound to it. And that is not silent. I'm sorry, that is a lie. Um, and hop swappable, programmable. Yeah, great. I don't care about the RGB. Uh, do like the layout though. That is one of the things that drew me to this key board was that it's just different. So I have 20 keyboards, which is not a lot compared to like a couple of keyboard enthusiasts. Um, it's not. And I usually use them straight out of the box. I don't mod a lot. So this is all new for me. We're learning as we go along. So if you're here for instructions, don't be. But the one thing I like about it is I truly don't care about RGB. I like the layout. This is different. Okay, so look, the layouts, sorry about that, guys. The layouts are all the same. They're all the same. I mean, like you can have different keycaps, you can have your page up, delete over here thing, but this is all the same. And it's the same here too. Um, this reminds me of something from when keyboards were fresh and new. There was a whole bunch of weird layouts for keyboards before we settled on the generic keyboard layout that we have now. You know, the staggered key things where, have a key above the thing. This is all based on typewriters from when we had typewriters. The reason I always thought it was weird that we have the numbers and didn't have numbers up here. Now I know why the numbers are here. Okay, I know why they're here, and I know why they're here, and I know why. I just think it's weird because if we have numbers here, we don't need to have numbers here. Why don't you just? Why do I have to shift up? Why don't I just make this the what are they? The symbols. I don't I had to think about that. Wow, I need more coffee. But I spilled mine, so hey, whatever. So why do I have to shift to do this? Why don't I just make this and then make this the number pads if I'm going to have a full keyboard? It bugs me. It always bothered me. Don't know. And we have the page up and page down, which is nice if I'm like doing a lot of something like that, but I have actually never used it. And I very rarely, outside of gaming, use the F buttons. I don't even know what the heck they're for. I know that F12 takes a picture. Outside of that, I don't know. Um, I mean, that's not complete. I do know what they do, but I never hardly ever use them. Um, and this is all based on um typewriters and early word processing. I mean, inserting a word or things. I most people don't use them anymore. There's different functions and stuff like that. A lot of people do use them, so I guess that's the reason they're still there. Or it could be the reason why we still use an envelope for mail and nobody ever uses regular envelopes, or we use the old floppy disk for save. I mean, it just could be just tradition. So, yeah. But that's what drew me to this is the layout. It's different. It's unique. And I really kind of fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. It is a love-hate relationship because it sounds like this, but, and they're wobbly, and I spent a lot of money on this. See, I don't, when I buy a fully made keyboard, for some reason, anything over 70, I feel like I'm being ripped off. And this was over 70. It's, I Googled it and it said it was $99. I go, "Ooh, it's on sale. It's on sale." And I was like, "Finally, it's on sale." Now, mind you, it was on sale on Amazon, so I went ahead and bought it on Amazon. It was still cheap, even at full prices, still cheaper than buying it off their website. So I got it off of Amazon, which may or may not be. It says it's from the company. The address where it's being shipped from was the company's. Complaints with the address on the complaint thing was the company's address. So I'm thinking it's them, but who knows? That all could be fake. I'm not as happy with it as I could be, but I'm going to try to fix that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause this button now that I've been babbling it for you for 10 minutes. I'm going to take this all off. I'm going to put the flip it over because it is screwed, which is nice because I don't have to fight with it. I could just unscrew it and pop it off and hope and pray that it's hope there's some kind of padding in there. So I went out. Normally I do stuff like this. And I get stuff like this in packing and I just save it and I shove it underneath. Now this is going to be too thick for this, so we can't use this. But the problem with this is that okay, that it's so wide. Things that I have for it may not work. I got this. Which may work, may not. This is that, get what this is. Why can't I remember things, guys? I swear I have Alzheimer's sometimes. And other days I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just, it just says keyboard dampenings foam. So hopefully this will work. It's a little long. And it's not quite wide enough, but I think that'll work. I think we'll be okay with it. It doesn't need to cover the parts that don't type, right? Okay, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get this done for you, or for me, and we're going to see what we're going to do. Another problem we have is that I can't find decent other keycaps I liked. So we're still, no matter what we do, we still have the same keycaps, which are really cheap. They're thin. They have a rattle to them, and they just don't fit right. There's this weird, like the zeros up above other ones. You just rub your fingers across some of these. They're up higher and lower, and even if you push down thinking low, they're just not on there all the way. No, they're just wrong. So yeah, not as happy with it as I could be. But trust me, I had worse ones, so we're gonna fix it. Or try to. Sorry about the lighting. It's getting I sit by a window and I rely on the sunshine, but it's not shining right now. And I had a light right above here, right by my camera, and I used it once and it died. So I'm using this other one that I have, which is a selfie one, or kind of like a selfie one, and it's not working right. So we'll figure it out, guys. We will figure it all out. So I'm going to pause it and then we're going to babble some more later. Okay? Okay, guys. I'm exhausted already. I felt like these things came off real easy. I struggled and struggled, and that's all I got off. This came up with the this one came up when I pulled off the keycap. The rest of them, man, I am sitting here struggling. I don't know if I'm weak. I might be weak. I blame my tiny little hands for everything, but this has nothing to do with it. Maybe I just don't have the grip for it, but I am sitting here struggling. So this is going to take quite a while. So I dislike this. This is not fun. This is not easy like the other ones were. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me know. I go in and I do this. See it? I don't know if you can see it. It's crooked, but don't listen. I just popped it on there. And then I pull straight up. You don't want to pull sideways. You don't want to do this or pull it towards you. You want to pull straight up so you don't mess with the pins. Guys, I had it on the floor trying to pull it up. I don't know if they're... Oh, that's for everyone, and that was an easier one. And then I have to make sure that I didn't split it in two. Guys, this is going to take forever. You may never see the final product. I'm exhausted. I'm getting more work. I won't have to go to the gym today. Like I go to the gym. Sorry, I had to laugh. So I'm struggling here. I don't know if it's because they're low profile. All I know is that I can't see anything. And I thought, oh, my glasses are dirty. So I washed them. Still can't see anything. And I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me struggle. I think I like that. I think the tactile was the way to go here. I just hope it sounds okay. Let's throw something on here. Obviously, this is not the button that goes to here. Feels better. Does it sound better? Hell no. I probably should have lubed everything, but I really think it's the keycaps. It's just a rattle or something. But it does feel better. Okay. Now I can't get that up. All right. This may be a two-parter. So okay. I'm back. Plus, the one thing I did learn is that I need to stop eating at my desk because there was crumbs and everything in here. It was kind of gross. Okay, guys, I will be back. Hopefully, with this all taken care of and plugged in, at least with some of it done. But I might just flip it over, put some foam in, and hope for the best. But okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys. So I'm a silly, silly person. I'm up here struggling with all the function buttons, and I realized, oh, why am I doing that? I don't need function buttons. I mean, like I do need them. I just don't need them as much as I need anything else. So I should only focus in on the buttons that I use like every day, which is this typing, the enter button, the tab or something like that. I don't even, and the most definitely this, and the 10 key. So, but I already got them out. So there you go. That is one thing I constantly forget. You don't need to know it. You probably already know it, but one thing I always forget, which is you don't need to switch out everything. You just need to switch out what you need. So I didn't need to focus in on these things. I'm just one of those people is like they all have to be that way. I have a person at work who only uses linears for the keys that he uses when he games. Like for regular typing, he doesn't need those. So like when you type on his keyboard, the what is it? WASD. Why was that so difficult? Those are linear. The one button that he uses for whatever he uses is also linear, but the rest of it is whatever. And You don't have to switch out everything. I decided I don't need to switch these out. I don't use them. There's no need for them. I don't care if they are clacky or tactile or not because I don't use them, so why should I do that? Plus I don't think I actually have enough switches to cover the whole entire thing. I did buy over like 108, but it really doesn't look like I have enough. No, at 108. So, I'm going to take these off. I'm going to put those on. I'm going to probably put the reds back up here. I gotta admit, they are really good switches. I don't know if you can see it, but they're clear on top for the light to go through and opaque on the bottom. And obviously the reds. Now this switch is the only one I busted up where I can't reuse it. I think when I pulled it apart, I twisted the spring or something. It still goes down, it just doesn't actuate, so I'm going to pull it apart and see what I can do with it. I might have a spring or two that might be able to work with that. I don't think I have any springs for low profile. I assume they're shorter. Um, I'll have to look into it. But I mean, like, it's not cracked or broken like the other ones. When we were redoing the Team Liquid, all of those broke. Like, they just were really cheap. And just so everyone knows, this is not sponsored. I think that's pretty obvious for like things I'm saying. Not sponsored. I bought everything with my own money. And it's definitely not sponsored because none of these people know I exist. None of these companies know I exist. So they're definitely not going to ask for my opinion. But let's hope and pray we can save it. Okay, I'm going to pause it again. And doesn't look like this is going to be under 30 minutes. So, yeah, yes. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I forgot that I was listening to something while I was doing that. So I decided this is the layout that I wanted. I'm going to only put these on the areas where I use the most and here because, well, I want it. Why are we lit up? Oh, probably should turn that off. And it is bowed a little bit. I know I said that in the previous one, but it is bowed. Like not in a Gassic sort of way, kind of like bowed like that. And so I'm going to take, it looks like it does have foam of some sort in it, but I'm going to flip it over and take it apart. I know I probably should not have these on here, but right now at this moment in time, I am fully aware of the arthritis I have in my hand and I can barely move it. I know that looks like I'm moving it, but it hurts like heck to do. So I'm going to flip it over. Shoot, we're out of focus yet again. Okay, give me a moment. I'll pause it. I'm going to flip it over, undo it with my handy dandy tool. Ooh. And we're going to look at it. Okay, maybe put a little extra foam in wherever I put that. Oh, there it is. And yeah, hopefully that will help. Truthfully, what I think is going to help with them is lubing them. They're all supposed to be pre-lubed, but I really think I ended up with 3 and I realized what the issue was and I'm going to have to fix that later. But yeah. Okay, I will be back. Well, guys, there is foam in it. It's so thin and spongy. And of course, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to do, I can't find my that I don't want to pull on that too much. Okay, so I'm just going to basically throw something in here and put it all back together. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. I kind of don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to have to take it completely apart. Um, the one time I took, this is the battery. You can't see it, but the battery's easy. This thing right here, I kind of yoinked on one of them before, and I never did get that thing work correctly. So I'm going to, don't know what I'm going to do yet. Don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to have to cut holes in it and figure it out. Whatever it is, I'm not messing with it. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to put the foam in, and then we'll be back. I'll put the things on, put the keycaps on, and I will pause it so you can see each step after it's done because we're working on 30 minutes here and I babble a lot. So I will be back. Oh my gosh. So 3 hours later, we are here. I am not going to show you the foam. This is the foam that was in it. It is super thin. I mean, fly away thin. I was going to put it back in, but I don't. The foam that I have is kind of thick, so I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use this again. Here's a comparison. I don't know if you can see the difference. Really, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to see if I could get this to get in focus again. Hold on. Okay, guys. I don't know if I made it worse or better or if it's my glasses or what, but I can't see anything. It's all blurry and it keeps thing. Can you see the difference? Um, this is super thin. You can see through it, and this is I forget what this is called, but it's really dense and I like it. So we're gonna try it and hope and pray it does something. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna put all these screws back in. God, I hope I remember where everything goes. Um, it's 3 here and 3 here, the bigger ones. Yep. And then I truly don't remember where anything else goes. So let's hope and pray. And when I come back, we'll have the lid on. We'll have all of that taken care of. And yeah, it, I don't know where any of these things go. I should have took a picture. You should always take pictures, guys. Always. And yeah. Yeah. Crap. Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, guys. That was traumatizing. I'm exhausted. Mentally, at least, exhausted. So I had to take the whole thing apart because my USB port was at least it's in. USB port was ooh, that is a wiggly jiggly. Okay, well we do have lights. Oh shoot, what is that? Oh crap. I hope it doesn't mess with anything. Let's throw something in there. So you can't see this, but we have a wire and I don't think I did not move it out of the way. So I do not know if those pins won't. Think. Oh, this place is a mess, guys. And apparently I have ants. Uh, I missed a piece of popcorn when I was vacuuming and they found it. And I'm like, I don't even know where the ants came from because I don't allow them. Looks like it's okay, doesn't it? Okay, let's turn it off. And let's put everything back together, okay? Plug it this out of the way. Boom, and do all this other stuff so we have room. And guys, if you ever get, I love this brand. It's not Fix It. The iFixit ones because, well, I can't afford them. And I definitely can't afford the Linus Tech ones, but this is a really good brand. Don't know if you can see it. I cannot get this focus right. I bumped the camera and I can't seem. It's a good brand. I mean, like, it's not great. It's not wonderful. It's not going to like jump off the shelves, but it's a solid brand. The only problem is the they're so lightly magnetic that the screws don't stay on. So I was fiddling with them. And I think I fixed that bow. I don't feel it being as springy as it was. So let me get everything away. Let me put these in, and then we're going to put the keycaps on, and then we're going to test it, and then I'm going to take a nap because, believe it or not, it's only been 31 minutes for you, but it's been 5 hours for me. Now, not all on this, but I had other things I had to get done too. So give me a moment. Okay, guys, we made the right decision going with just the green and leaving these red, because I literally had just enough to do this and these two. The rest I would not have had enough. Even though I got the right amount, and that was still with my fingers crossed, hoping none of the pins were bent or anything like that. They did come together really nicely. They did do a great job packaging those. I wish I still had the container so I can show it to you. But they did do a really great job packaging these jades. So lucky for us, we had just enough to cover it. None of the pins were bent. Though I'm a little concerned about a few of these over here. They didn't want to pop in correctly. And I kind of had to push them a little harder than I would have liked. So I'm a little concerned, especially this one here where the wire is. So let's get this together and we'll see what we got going on. And hopefully everything will be good. Okay. Do this one yet. Okay. I took a picture. Always take pictures, guys. That way you know where the screws go. You know the layout. I mean, like, this is pretty obvious. I did have to take a picture of this because this is not something I'm accustomed to. So I did take a picture of this, but this stuff is pretty obvious. But, you know, putting this shift over here or something like that, or maybe it goes over there, I don't know. And one's longer than the other. That's all I know. This goes here, goes here. See, I know things. Know things. Oh, that feels nice. Does it sound nice? No. But let's get it all together and we will come back and figure it out, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. You have no idea. This actually was the quickest, putting the keycaps back on. But it's been 5 hours. It's been 30 minutes, 35 minutes for you. It's 5 hours for me. But I did have to take it apart twice, and I did have to think. I realized I was putting certain things upside down, like the L, which you think wouldn't be matter. I don't know if you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. Can't tell if it's my glasses because I'm blind as a bat, guys, or if it's really that bad off. But so we have a little bit of a mess, which is going to be fun. But this is the tactile area, and it really does feel better. Still got a little bit of a noise, but it's a little bit more muted. not as pretty as I would like, but I didn't lube anything. It's all factory lubed. I probably should have lubed the gaskets. Listen, still hideous, hideous sounding. I don't know why I keep hitting it. Now these are the reds. They sound a lot better with that heavier foam. Nah, maybe not that much. These are the tactile. These two are tactile. I liking the bump. I think the tactile were the right way to go. Now, these aren't silent, so I didn't expect quietness. But I think it sounds a lot better with that heavier foam in there. I think the foam, and I tightened up and I got rid of that bow, and it really made a difference. The only thing I'm not happy with, now I could probably do a lot more with this, but truthfully, um, yeah, I'm not as happy as the time it took me to do this. It usually takes me about 2 hours, but I struggle with those getting those switches out. I don't know why. Um, it's telling me it's not registering. So let's see if you can hear it. This is the space bar. Hideous. E, G. These are the tactile ones. I'm really enjoying the tactile feeling with this. I can feel the vibrations. Now, here are the reds. I don't know if you can hear those. Saying that you can't, it's not picking them up, but I'm kind of happy with it. I might take it apart again. Now, mind you, is it actually a working keyboard? I have no freaking idea. I don't know if I did not check that out. I probably should. We did have an issue with the this. One thing you need to remember is when you put things back together, to make sure everything lines up so it's working properly. So I had to take this apart twice. It's really loose. I'm a little upset about that. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. So, and let's see if it actually works. Now, the way my keyboards, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a program in Windows or my computer or something, but when I do something, my keyboard doesn't work. If I unplug it and plug another keyboard in, I basically have to restart my computer. And I don't think I should have to do that, and I don't know why. So let's make sure every key works. So far, so good. Now, over here in this area is where I'm a little concerned. Gee, works. It all seems to be working. Now, let's just fiddle with it. Oh, I wrote dash by accident. Oh, number lock. No wonder I'm not getting. Oh, I got my numbers backwards. Okay, I'm gonna have to take the numbers backwards because I just automatically did them the way I'm accustomed to doing them. Um so I have 1, 2, 3, and it's actually 9, 7, 8, and I need to redo those. This is still 0, but that's okay. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. That's okay. I'm only flipping 2 rows around. It's not that big of a deal. We have 1. Yes. Okay, everything works. Look at that. Yay us. We did good, guys. We did good. I'm so proud of myself. All right, that took me a lot longer than I wanted to, but those switches, I don't know. I was like, are they glued in here? I'm not this week. I never, those were really stuck in there. But another thing is we fixed the bow that was in here, and we fixed, remember I told you that the certain letters and stuff were just up higher, certain keys, and no matter how hard I pushed on them, they were just up higher. That's fixed as well. So everything is nice and smooth and doesn't look as wonky put together as it did before. So that's awesome. The bow's gone, like I said. I need to do something about this because that's just hideous. But outside of that, I'm going to take it back to work and use it at work because I really did enjoy the keyboard. I like the layout. I like the numbers that are wrong, and everything works. Okay, guys, there you go. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. Sorry that is as long as it was, but next time we're up, we're going to be doing something different. I got a couple of things in the mail. I haven't opened them yet. I am going to do that off camera because I want to get a feel for it. So, and read some instructions. And we're going to do those things. We're going to, yeah, I haven't decided if this is going to be weekly or bi-weekly yet because I do have a couple other channels that I've been trying to focus in on weekly. And this thing takes a long time, as you can see today. So, but outside of all of that, thank you so much for joining us. That was a lot of fun. Um, oh dear. There we go. I lost you because I pushed on something. That was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. I was a little frustrated, but that's okay. I'm weak. I'm weak. That's all it is. I gotta figure out how to strengthen my hands up. Yeah, guys, don't even. Don't even, okay? I just realized how that sounded. Don't even. All right. Okay, well, have a wonderful day or night or whatever it is, wherever you're at, and come join us next time. Remember to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment, a positive comment, guys. I could use all the positivity I could get after that. And I will talk to you next time. Bye bye. We're going to hit this.